Hi everybody, Andy here with etrailer.com. Let's take a look together at these Diode Dynamics SS3 Max Pro LED combo pod lights with brackets. These 3-inch LED combo pod lights are going to be great for seeing near and far. They're going to give you bright light with reduced glare for improved visibility and safety. Now I do have this light connected to my power source already. And what you're currently seeing is one of my favorite features of these lights. It's the backlight, but we'll talk more about that in the next moment or so. I do want to show you that I do have one of the brackets installed on this light. And so these brackets are going to allow you to install these lights virtually anywhere on your vehicle. You're going to get the hardware that you need to install the light on the bracket. And if you notice, you're going to be able to adjust the angle of that light in the bracket. And then when you find that angle that's going to work best for you, just tighten down the hardware on either side and that'll hold that angle for you. You'll also get the hardware to mount the bracket with the light onto your vehicle. And these brackets are constructed of sturdy aluminum, so they're going to hold up really well for you. They're going to stand up against the elements. You're not going to have to worry about corrosion or anything like that. So a pretty simple install overall. So I'm going to turn my studio lights off here and go back to the wide view to give you a good view of that backlight. This amber backlight is going to add a stylish touch to your vehicle, or it'll give you a little bit more visibility when you're not using that main beam. Now speaking of the main beam, there's the main beam of that light there. I'm trying to angle it so it's not blinding you completely. So you see the dramatic difference there, the backlight and then the main beam. And then I'm going to turn this carefully to the wall behind me so you can see the color of that light and that beam. That combo pattern is a mix between your driving beam and a flood beam. So this light is going to be great for all-around use. And this light has a color temperature of 6,000 Kelvin. So that white color is going to match most factory LED lights. It's a very crisp color, so it's going to do a great job of adding to your visibility. And even with my bright studio lights on, you can see just how bright that light is. Now these lights have a raw lumen rating of 7,920 lumens and a measured lumen rating of 3,500 lumens. And the peak beam intensity of these lights is 46,000 candela. Now, a candela rating measures the directional light output, and it's how anything is rated where you want light shining in a specific direction. Lumen ratings are just for omnidirectional output, like your regular light bulbs, where you want light shining in all directions. But for a more detailed description of these ratings, you can visit this product page on our website, or Diode Dynamics provides additional information that you can find. So the power draw on that main beam is 3 amps, and on the backlight it's 0.03 amps. And these lights are designed with the newer technology known as custom TIR optics. TIR stands for total internal reflection. So unlike the older technology that uses reflectors or simple projector lenses, which aren't real efficient at focusing all of the light where you want it, this custom designed large TIR optic actually collects and focuses all of the light forward very efficiently. And then instead of having another external lens, certain lens patterns have been molded directly into the surface of this lens. So that's going to prevent the normal efficiency loss that you see with an outside lens. Now, when you shine light through any type of glass or plastic, as you probably know, you're going to lose some of that light. You could lose up to 10% of that light just from it shining through. So by making it as a part of this lens, you're not going to lose efficiency, but actually pick some efficiency up. Now, this does include the industry standard Deutsch connector pigtail here. And so just as I have this plugged into this light that's connected to power, that pigtail is going to plug right into the back of this light, and then you'll wire that in, and it'll secure in there with a clip, and so you're not going to have to worry about that pigtail accidentally coming out. I also wanted to point out that we do have breather patches on the back of each of these lights, And that patch is going to be great because it's going to prevent any moisture buildup in the light. Then if you notice, we got a set of heat sinks here on the back of the housing of these lights. And so that's going to help dissipate the heat quickly, increasing the overall longevity of these lights. Now these lights have been built with high intensity LED chips. They do feature a durable powder coated aluminum construction, and that heavy duty construction is going to do a great job of withstanding extreme temperatures, corrosion, and vibration. Testing has actually been completed to SAE standards, just like your factory lighting components on your vehicle. And an interesting fact, Diode Dynamics actually designed and engineered and assembled these lights right down the highway from us at their headquarters here in the greater St. Louis area. So let's look over some overall measurements. Looking at the width first, from end to end, we're sitting pretty close to 3¼ inches. And the height is going to be the same measurement. However, if you add the bracket to it, that's going to increase the height from the top of the light to the bottom of our bracket. We're going to be sitting at about 3¾ inches tall. And then looking at the depth from the front of the light all the way to the end of our heat sinks, we're going to be sitting pretty close to 2 3/8 inches. Now these lights do draw high current, and they do require adequately sized wiring for safe operation. So if you are not using a Diode Dynamics wiring harness, it is highly recommended that you use wiring that's 16 gauge or larger. Now we do carry a wide selection of lights from Diode Dynamics, so if you like these lights but it's not necessarily the specs that you're looking for or the features that you're looking for, take a look at the other selections, the other lights that we carry from Diode Dynamics, and I'm pretty confident you're going to be able to find just what you need. Well, I think that's going to wrap up our look today. I do hope that our time together has been helpful for you. Again, my name is Andy. Thank you for joining me.